Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Cousin
Connection
Podcast.
Hey, thank you again, guys, for joining us for another week, another episode. Unfortunately, we missed last week.
Because someone was traveling.
And hopefully you don't miss next week. We'll see about that because someone's going to be traveling. Hey, guys, it's summer now, okay? We got some travel plans.
We're catching flights, not feelings, okay?
Exactly.
And before we get into it, because I know you're going to forget.
Okay.
We will get to that. Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and leave us a comment.
Exactly.
And don't forget to follow us on all our socials. It'll be linked down there, up here, somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, without further ado,
we got a special guest this week, visiting us all the way from Dallas. We got Munib in the building.
Yes,
everybody clap your hands.
Thank you, man. What's going on,
man? He stayed in the city for a bit. He came over. Like, you know what? Let's have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Bro,
why not?
Man, let me tell you, I was so down. I told Sai, I said, listen, the moment I booked the ticket, I said, hey, yo, we're going to get this podcast. Hey, we got some things to talk about for sure.
And I guess kind of, I actually have known you before this happened, but like Sada, you probably heard me more from your Clubhouse days.
Yeah.
And that's what I know.
I mean, we met once before then.
We met at the same time.
Was Cacao before?
Yeah, we were all together.
Okay.
He's like
I thought
on
that
a
was
vlog
after.
Too.
I always thought that was after. I don't know why, but then I realized that Clubhouse all happened within COVID times.
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't know, like, without Clubhouse.
Yeah.
That shit would have been boring.
Yeah, that probably well, I didn't have it. I kind of like live vicariously through y'all.
Yeah.
I would like update him.
You're an Android user.
Exactly. And they brought it out, of course, when everybody stopped using it.
Right.
So that was definitely very anticlimactic, especially. I wasn't really waiting on it, but like, you know, it was like low key be like, I wonder what they're doing. Yeah. And it was all gone. But yeah, so I was gone last week because I was actually in Edmonton for a wedding, of course. You know, wedding season has commenced, y'all. So we got that going on. And can I shout out the bride and groom?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, shout out to Ida and Iddi. You know, it was a beautiful wedding. Actually, what's interesting is like, I don't know, I was talking about them earlier, is like okay, so we're always talking about like marriage and stuff like that, and like the process of like finding a partner and all that.
Yeah.
But like, I was never. It's always like the task of actually looking for a partner, but like, I didn't really have the drive for it for the longest time. Yeah, if that makes sense.
We spoke about it 3 episodes ago on our 50th. I know a lot of you guys had questions about Amir's status.
Yeah, like we were talking about like, you know, working on ourselves and everything, and like, but I never had like the motivation to do it. But I think like now that wedding season has commenced and like you get to see it, you're like, you know what? I want that now.
You heard it here first.
It kind of puts things in perspective.
I'm sorry. I don't have headphones on today, so my volume levels are going to be all over the place. But you heard it here first. Amir is officially on the market.
No, but it's just like I caught the bug there. What were you saying?
I say it comes to a point at a certain time where you're ready.
Exactly.
Do you feel like you're ready now too?
Hell yeah.
All right. We got 2 eligible bachelors.
But like, how long have you known that you were ready?
I say roughly within the last year.
So you too, it's been recent.
About like a year and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the thing is, like, as you get older, bro, it's like, what's the point of waiting? Like,
exactly.
I'm trying to, like, I talked to Amir earlier, like, on the ones before.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, look, bro, like, we're only getting older. And I'm trying to have a kid by, like, 33. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to have, like, I'm 29 right now, but I'm trying to spend time with the wife for like 2-3 years solo, and then let a kid come out. So like, I guess you could say I'm based on time right now, but at the same time, I'm really looking like we at an age where it's like we all know what's going on, and it's just like if you single, I know you really looking for marriage too. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up?
Can I ask you guys a question? What is it that makes you feel like, okay, I'm ready now to get married?
Honestly, I don't know. For me, it was just like, I think I was ready, But like, I just needed to see it. Like, I don't know. You just kind of need to see the examples out there. When you start seeing all your friends start getting married and you're going to these weddings and stuff, you're like, what am I doing?
That shit puts it in perspective.
Exactly.
Like, I want that too.
Yeah. So that's basically what happened.
Listen, I don't know if y'all are okay with it. Me, I just came back from Detroit.
Yeah.
My cousin just got married.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like, that's my first. Like, that's my blood. So it's like, I'm happy for her. And it's just like, I bet. You know what? Now I need to put it into actual gear.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me go find something. Let me get married too.
Yeah. It's definitely motivating.
I mean, I'm just saying, you guys are the guys, so like, shoot your shot.
Are girls always ready?
You know what? We're not always ready because I feel like, you know, the way that guys get ready and the way that girls get ready is very different, right? Like, we consider ourselves ready from different viewpoints.
Yeah.
But I think, and I could just be speaking for myself, but I feel like a lot of times we're not the ones that make the first move. So we might be ready, but like, you're kind of just like a sitting duck waiting for, like, you might have guy friends, you might like talk to them and try to feel out their vibe, right? But if the guy never catches the bait, then like, what are you going to do? You're just going to, you're chilling.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it.
You're kind of stuck there just twiddling.
Wait, so y'all would never say anything?
Okay. I know some who would be bold enough to make the first move, and I honestly respect that so much. I'm just a chicken. So I wouldn't. Yeah. I would rather like literally stay single for the rest of my life.
No, my God.
I will never. Like, I actually, and watch, I feel like me saying this now, like, watch in 5 years, if I ever get married and I'm the one that made the first move, you can replay this.
Yeah.
This video.
Bro, watch, bro. I feel like right here, right now, I'm going to claim it. She probably going to be the first one between us.
No. Oh, wait, what?
To get married.
To get married?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Actually, speaking on that, so there's something else we were talking about. They were kind of on opposite ends, not opposite ends, but we were debating this. So I was saying that, like, how long should you wait in a relationship to like have the nikah? I was saying that when you're talking to someone, I give it 3 months. 3 months, and you should have the nikah going down. If it's local. No.
What do you feel?
I'm telling like if it's local, okay.
I want to hear your perspectives before I speak on this. So.
I mean, I feel like 3 months is too short of a time, bro.
If it's local, how you literally have all the resources, they're there with you.
They could be there with you, but still, man, that time frame is too short.
Well, what more? Like, why would you need more time? Because I feel like at our age, especially where like, you know, high 30. Not me aging, 30s. What not me aging us. We're about to hit 30. I feel like all of us kind of know what we're looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So after 3 months, like at that point, like what are you really waiting for? Like if you don't already know within the 3 month time.
So you agree that 3 months is a good time?
If it's local, yes. If it's long distance, I think actually, you know what?
You got a point, bro.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I'm gonna give you that. If it's local, I'll give you like 3. Maybe 4.
Yeah.
If it's distance, you know, like.
How long are you trying to wait?
If it's distance, I'll probably say like 6.
2 months? What's the difference?
No, but like that's like actively like, you know, catching flights.
Yeah.
Because you gotta feel each other out.
Yeah.
Distance is tough.
Even for me on
but
distance,
it could be worth
the opposite end for you.
It could be worth it though.
What are you trying to say?
No, for distance, I would say at least a year.
A year?
Yeah.
You know, in a long distance
like you have to see the person.
No, I know. But in a long distance relationship, I feel like it forces you to get to know each other on a deeper level because you can't physically hang out. So all you're doing is texting, calling, FaceTime.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
And then, yes, if you have the resources to fly out to that person or they come to you, then all you're really doing is you're just checking the vibe to make sure that whatever you feel over the phone is the same in person. Exactly. After 1-2 visits, what more do you need?
I guess. So you know what? Then I would go with your 6 months on that.
Yeah.
I would say even for local, like maybe maximum 3 months is like
that's
perfect
if you're
Like,
time.
that's like perfect.
6 months is like maximum. Like if you're past 6 months and you still don't know, at that point it's like I feel like you're just wasting their time.
That's local.
Yeah. Because like especially at this age, like you got to know like you don't want to waste anybody's time.
And that's for real, bro. Because like when you get older, your checklist is smaller.
Yeah. Really?
Like you're
more defined. Like your checklist is more.
What's on your checklist? I'm just curious now.
No, so I get toxic.
Yeah.
No, I just want to know.
Man, what's on my checklist is she has to have a sense of humor. She ain't got that, I can't roll.
That's a deal breaker?
Wallahi. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Okay.
Like I can't. I mean, I'm a jokester.
Yeah.
And like if I can't joke with you, or if you can't take a joke,
Yeah.
then I can't rock with you.
Yeah.
Another deal breaker is someone who can't keep a conversation going.
Like they can't have any like deep conversations or whatever.
Whether it's deep or light, bro.
Yeah.
It's like some people, like you could text someone,
Yeah.
but the conversation just dry, and you're like, I bet I don't want to even text you anymore.
But like I feel like text conversations, depending on the person, can be like.
But
Like,
it can
some
even
people
be
aren't
over
good
the phone.
in text.
It could be over the phone.
Over the phone is
It
different.
could be
yeah,
in person, face. It don't matter.
Yeah.
They're still dry.
But like, how about if someone is dry in text, but in person they're like cool and everything? Like you'll get over the text, no?
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to defend myself here.
He's like getting into it. Like, what if they're like cooler? Like that's him.
yeah, no. Amir's one of the ones though, man.
Like I can keep up I can talk for hours.
Yeah.
Like, the reason we have a
That's
podcast,
true.
exactly.
Hey, man.
But like, yeah, that was one thing is that like in texting in general, I'm just so bad at it to begin with.
Yeah.
That like trying to keep up a conversation, like a conversation for me can go over weeks, and it'll probably be like 4 or 5 back and forth. Like you see, literally, guys. Like I was in Edmonton, I was like texting Sad about like some random stuff. She'll text me something, reply. 3 days later, I'll reply back.
Let me just tell you guys, Amir is like the stereotypical guy. If I need something from Amir, I have to send him one text at a time. If I send him 3 separate texts, like of each different questions, he'll only answer the first one. I'm like, hello, did you see this one? And he's like, oh my bad, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Like I sent it all together.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that. So don't hold that against me. If it was, if I ever do that.
All the girls are like, horrible at texting.
Hey, listen, everybody got a checklist.
That's true. Everyone does have a checklist.
Okay, so for you, it was humor. What else was it?
Conversation.
Conversation, man.
What else?
So looks don't matter?
I say, like, and this is real, bro.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the main thing in a relationship where, like, within getting married,
Yeah.
you want to find your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my criteria. Like, you gotta be my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know that 50 Cent song.
If I was your best friend.
I want you around all the time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
all those types of questions. Those are questions you want to ask your girl.
Yeah.
And hey, are you my best friend?
Yeah.
Are you with me for life? Like,
Yeah. It's got to be someone you just like, you're comfortable just hanging around with, just sitting next to and not saying anything for a while, that kind of
and you're still catching the vibe, and you're still cool.
Exactly. I feel like doesn't everyone kind of like look for that, like someone they could just hang out with?
Everybody wants it.
Yeah.
Can I just say,
What?
Yeah.
on the drive here, I had my mom and my 2 aunts in the back seat.
Yeah.
And we were literally talking about this, and it's funny because I feel like the vibe towards marriage has changed a bit, where like, you know, girls are out here saying love ain't enough, and so now we're just looking for financial stability. So like, you guys, you're looking for a life companion. Us, we're looking for a retirement plan.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that's
think that's just a sign of the times, because times are so rough right now. Everything costs so much more money now.
Yeah.
And like you want to feel like you're gonna be stable
Yeah.
in these rough times, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to jump on like a rickety boat. You want to have a yacht.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
metaphorically,
You
metaphorically, yeah,
said it.
okay.
If you got a yacht, hey, call me.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But that was just something I had on my mind for there. But honestly, yeah, in Edmonton, just seeing all that, Americans, y'all be aggressive out here. They're aggressive. Y'all are like super like forward when it comes to approaching women and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, man, they're a different breed.
Hey,
out
but
there,
isn't
bro.
that
Did you
what
see it
isn't that what
happen?
women
Yeah.
want?
What?
Isn't that what women want?
Yeah, but like actually, that's one thing I also talked about with a couple of my cousins. I was like, y'all don't want the nice guy. Y'all don't want the like
The shy
like,
ones, the timid ones.
Yeah, like you want someone who's gonna take charge,
Yeah.
essentially, right?
I mean,
like you can be a nice guy and take charge. I'm not saying that you can't be a nice guy and take charge, but you want someone who take charge of a relationship. I don't know. I just feel like that maybe it's a religious thing or like an Islamic thing or just a cultural thing, but I feel like we look for someone who's a lot more like decisive and like
you're talking about
someone who
women?
can take charge.
like women. Is that what women look for? Is someone who's more decisive?
First of all, that is a big assumption to make. I think that if you have a traditional mindset, then you follow the feminine role and you're looking for a masculine man who will be the head of the household, who will take the lead. But also like, listen to your opinion if you have that. That's someone who has a traditional mindset. If you're someone who's more, I think maybe have like a modern day feminist mindset, then you kind of want someone who's like 50-50 in terms of like maybe decisions in the household or like financial, so it really just depends on the person. But are you guys looking for like to be the lead, the head of the household type of thing?
I want it to be like a team effort kind of thing. Like I'm not looking to take all the burden, but like if I had to, then I want to be able to. Not
financially, but just like in general, like as in, say you have a wife, like instead of her calling all the shots, she's gonna be like, okay, Amir, so like, we need to maybe upgrade our house or something. Like instead of just making that decision, she's gonna consult with you.
She's gonna come out with it. I was thinking, which every man knows. Every time I see that, every man knows that's me money out my pocket.
You're like, all right, how much?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, he's ready with the check. He got the checkbook ready to go.
I mean, okay, so like we kind of covered, Munib's like a list, I guess, of what he's looking for. What is yours?
Well, we already covered mine in the Q&A, no?
A little bit. Like, it won't hurt to go over it again.
Like, it's very similar, right? Like, someone who can take a joke.
Do you want someone
relaxed.
who's also, like, introverted like you, or do you not care if they're extroverted?
I want someone who's, like, willing to just go on adventures for no reason. Yeah.
Bro, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Today,
I tried to get him to ride downtown with me. It was not happening. like
hey, hold on. In my defense, though.
Yeah.
In my defense.
Okay.
I'm on the city for vacay.
I guess so, yeah.
You know
but
saying?
like for me, like if I was in the city on vacation, for me a fun time would be riding downtown and like doing all that. But that's why like we're looking for different people.
And I feel like it's different though. Like if I was in LA, all right, man.
Yeah, because that's the LA vibe,
sure.
Right?
I'll ride the bike with you.
Yeah.
But I'm in Toronto.
Yeah.
Like I want to drive around. I want to see the lights. And it's hot.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. Even though I'm from Dallas.
I hate you. As long as you stay hydrated, I'm just saying, you'll be fine. Okay.
Nah, I hear you though, man. I hear you, but keep going, man.
No, but that's mainly what I look for. Just someone who's just willing to go with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like generally go with the flow.
You guys have such simple lists. I feel like a lot of girls can fit into that criteria.
I mean, sorry, what are your lists? Is it long? Is it short? Is it concise?
It's pretty concise.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is your list?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
first of all, we're not putting the pressure on me. This is about you
Sarah?
guys.
No. You're a
no.
host on this podcast too.
This is all three of us.
Exactly.
But I feel like I'm interviewing you guys.
Nah.
Hey, like what Birdman? All three of us.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it. You don't know who Birdman is?
Oh yeah, I know who he is.
You know who he is?
The ice cream tattoo?
No, that's Gucci Man. Oh my god.
I know Birdman. He's bald.
Yeah.
He's like bigger. I know him.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Young Money. Not okay.
Yeah. On my list.
Yeah.
I mean, relatively the same things. Like, I guess for me, and not to like put y'all down and for what you guys, look for, but like the first thing that I look for is always going to be like Dean, right? Because I guess I have a more traditional mindset, so I'm looking for someone to like lead the family, right? Yeah. So I want someone who's like Dean, like is the center of their life, because I want that to be the center of the family. And then after that, then I look for, personality traits that go with mine. Yeah. Someone who is like, how there are people who are just kind to you, but like really like I don't like disrespectful people. Yeah. I know there's like that that like, ooh, you know, if he's nice to me, rude to everybody, like I love that. No.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that's definitely something on my list then. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like you want someone who's like respectful.
Yeah.
But also like knows how to set boundaries and keep them.
That's something. Oh my bad, my neck just cracked. No, but that's something like in a relationship, like in that 3 month period, definitely go in a restaurant first, seeing how they deal with the people there.
Yeah. And like I think, you know, someone who knows how to be serious when the time comes, and also like knows how to take it easy and like take a joke, and like for me, family is everything, right? So like if you guys don't like someone and I bring them around and you're like, I don't know, Sada, like, you know, then I'm like, oh really? Because sometimes when you have people in your life and they're the objective point of view, they can see things that you might not see because you're wearing rose colored glasses.
Exactly.
If you like someone, you know. So you know, I involve the girls. Sometimes they know. They're like, Sada, reconsider that.
Do you ever ask people around that person who might know that person, be like, hey, how's this person like?
I used to, but I feel like you get like
biased.
Unless that person has dated them too, they'll never know. Because I can talk, like people will ask me about you all the time. Yeah. I don't know what you're like in a relationship. Yeah. Like I know what you tell me. Yeah. But
I don't even know what I'm like in a relationship.
Oh, you don't self-reflect? You do self-reflect.
No. I mean like I know what I was like, but I don't know what I would be like now.
Oh, yeah.
Because now that I've learned from it, like it would be completely different. So that's kind of like if you ask them how they were before, you never know if they've learned from that already, right? So you're kind of basing them, you're kind of going off of old information or like, or basically irrelevant at that point, unless it's clear that they haven't changed since then. Yeah. But then again, you can't tell if someone's changed. Like there's certain actions you can tell or things that someone might do that might hint to them changing as a person. But like, I mean, until you're experiencing it, you can't really tell 100%.
If you've known someone for like an extended period of time, and let's say like you knew me and I had very specific character traits, and then you didn't talk to me for 5 years, we reconnect and you're like, wow, like you really grew up, like you matured, you whatever the case is, you would see the change. But if it's like someone that you know, see all the time and there's not like a huge change in their personality, they're relatively the same, but they're like a good person, then that person, you know, stays the same. But yeah, like I don't know, I mean, I think it's good to not fact check, but like it's good to vet someone, like to ask about them, and
oh hell yeah,
like, you know, it's important to do that, but take everything with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, you got to be, you know, the judge. So
because you're the one who's going to be dealing with them, you never know. Like,
would you guys ask about, like, if you're like, you kind of like vibe with a girl, you're like, let me just check her references before I give her the job?
Nah, maybe like if it was a long distance thing.
But otherwise you would just trust.
Because usually if it's local, then you kind of, at least in this community, I feel like you kind of already know roughly who that person is, or if you know the people around them, maybe you might ask. But like, at least you in this city, you have more opportunity to kind of figure that out. But if it's long distance, it's kind of hard to figure that out because you're not really meeting them in person, right? It's just a vibe. You can tell. It's a vibe when you meet someone in person. Yeah. Of like how they're going to be.
Some people can fool you.
I guess so. Yeah.
No shade, but I'm just saying.
Hey, some people that's can fool for real, man.
Like
some people put up a front.
Yes.
People put up a facade.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why not be real from the jump?
Because I think sometimes, you know, when you're getting to know someone and they ask you that question of like, oh, what are you looking for in a partner? Yeah. The minute you answer and you list everything you're looking for, let's just say this person is interested in you, Amir, because, I don't know, they're your looks. Yeah. They're going to try their hardest to be everything you just listed, but that charade can only last for so long.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know? So my unsolicited advice to you guys, if a girl asks you like, what are you looking for, just say, I'll know when I'll see her. I'll know.
Oh, if you start so we just like showed all our cards then.
I feel like girls,
what are we gonna do now?
The girls are gonna be like, why'd you tell her?
That was a bait.
Exactly.
No, because like, and you guys too, like if you ask a girl, oh, what are you looking for? Yeah. Man. And she says, I'll know when I see him, she's smart. You got to let things happen organically, you know?
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah. Vibe off of like a common interest, or even if you're two different people, you kind of like balance each other out. Like, let's say, I know you want someone who's adventurous, but let's just say you meet someone who's like shy, but you pull her out of her comfort zone, and then she teaches you something that you don't know, that you're not used to or whatever. Yeah. I think that's the perfect balance.
Yeah. Like there might be something that you didn't know you wanted, or like something that They might introduce you to something new, like you were just mentioning right now. Like,
yeah, because
it might surprise you.
Yeah.
If you like look for very specific, like they have to be adventurous.
Yeah.
You're kind of limiting your own options.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
you're standing
fact.
in your own way, you know?
That's fact.
Like I think have your core list of like deal breakers that like, okay, if they do XYZ, I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
But like don't box yourself into like a small little category, you know?
Yeah, that's just like one of the main things. And then I'm
get
usually
you.
more like relaxed on
Yeah.
a lot of other things,
You're
right?
an easygoing guy.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but also we're not the only. I want to jump to the next convo. We're not the only YouTubers in the room right now. I forgot to mention that at the beginning, but Munib's also recently started a YouTube channel. When did you start the YouTube channel?
Bro, I started in December.
December, right? So it was very recent.
Yeah,
6
very,
Called
very
P.I.M.
recent.
Reacts. What is that? Don't tell me. Wait, I know it. It's something in motion. Pursuit of process in motion.
Oh man, you almost there, bro.
Give me a hint on the P. What was the P again?
If I give you a hint, it's gonna give you.
Okay, what's the second letter after P?
Is it U?
Pursuit in motion.
Nah.
I got it. What is it? What is it again?
It's purpose.
Purpose. That's what it is.
Yeah, man. Purpose in motion.
What? Why'd you search pimp?
That was your YouTube channel.
This girl.
Is it
it's
not
just
that?
no. It's just P.I.M. Reacts.
P.I.M.
Yeah.
That part out, okay?
But we talked about like what motivated us to make a YouTube channel, and I thought it was interesting what motivated you. So I wanted to hear what motivated you to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And got you going on that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take it back. I'll just give y'all like a little spill. But I'm a big fan of Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
I literally like I've been begging Nipsey like since like 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
And like everything Nipsey was doing, I was like, I bet I'm gonna do that too. Nipsey's doing this. I bet. What's my next move?
Yeah.
I try to emulate him. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because he was always on the move.
Yeah.
So he put out Victory Lap, and in one of the song actual Victory Lap, he said, "Find your purpose or you're wasting air." And now that stuck with me.
Yeah.
I said from there, this is when Clubhouse was popping.
Yeah.
I went on Clubhouse, started up a room. Professor Cyrus was in there too.
Yeah.
And I said the purpose of I named it POP, the pursuit of purpose.
Oh my god, I remember that.
You remember it?
Yeah.
And we all started talking about the pursuit of your purpose. And then from there, I'm like, what's the purpose in my life? Because me, I don't want to be wasting air.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, bet. You know what? Let me start up a room. And it's like a year later. Literally, because Clubhouse was like, what, a year or two ago?
Yeah.
So this is like a whole year later. And December 2021, that's when I popped it off. I was like, you know what? I got a little bit of bread. Let me just put money into the mic, put money into the camera.
Yeah.
Get it started.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, if I'm doing something, let me just go full force with it. Like, let me go all the way with it. So I started it, and then, like I said, it stands for purpose in motion. And it's just like, everybody trying to find their purpose in life.
Yeah.
Right? And me right now, I feel like I haven't found it. But I'm still living my life, right?
So you're using the YouTube page as almost like a document, or not document, what do you call it? Like almost like a vlog,
like a video journal or something.
Yeah, video journal of your process of finding your motion, of finding your purpose.
I mean, either that or me, like, I'm trying to inspire and motivate other people as well.
Yeah.
Because what I'm about to start doing is I'm about to start dropping like motivational or inspirational quotes after every video.
Yeah.
Just to leave it with the person like, hey, you watch this video, here's a little message for you.
Yeah.
Maybe that little message might hit you 5 years down the road.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, I got it from dude.
Yeah.
So, I'm always trying to hustle and motivate other people as well.
I like that.
Yeah. So, but like the thing is, like, once you find your purpose, you find your life, like, your life is worth living, obviously.
Yeah.
But you find a bit more you find more sense with it.
Yeah.
So once you find your purpose is then set in motion.
And you were part of that. You were part of the
group.
The group too, in there.
So it's like you in Clubhouse, like you just open rooms, right?
Yeah.
But I do remember that title, and I remember like
we
all joined it. Like, what is this? Because you can ping people to join, and he was like, I want to talk about like what's your purpose in life, and it was such a deep question. We were like on a Tuesday night, like we're talking about our purpose in life.
Bro, I'm trying to hustle. I'm trying to motivate people. I'm trying to like, like we're all here for what? We're here to live life. Obviously we have our requirements that we need to do, but like outside of that, what are you here for? What do you want to strive? What do you want to be? Yeah, because I'm trying to leave a legacy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to let my name. I'm trying to imprint my name in. Not talking about no like Hollywood Walk of Fame type shit, but like after a couple years.
For you, would it be okay if your name was just something that the whole community knew?
Well, I want it bigger than that.
You want the bigger thing.
Okay.
How does
and it's not even about stunting, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just about like, I want to leave something for my people.
Yeah.
I want to leave like generational wealth.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want to give to my people.
Yeah.
That's all it is, man.
Actually, speaking on generational wealth, that was something else we were talking about in the car. Like, I don't know why. Maybe this is just something that I think is a stigma or something that we as a community, as a black community, does. Is that I feel like white people. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna call y'all out just a little bit, but like they're more willing to take advantage of the generational wealth and like kind of like take it to its full advantage. But I've noticed that a lot of maybe it's immigrants or black people in general or people of color in general, they like to be able to do things themselves and build things themselves. And not rely on maybe help from family or anything like that. Because I don't know if we have like a certain amount of pride because we feel like we were given this opportunity to live in this land and a free land, I guess you would say, a quote unquote free land, to do what we want and pursue all of these opportunities. Yeah. So we feel like we kind of have to prove it that we can do it ourselves without any help.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think that those who are fortunate enough to have generational wealth, they come from a place of privilege. A lot of immigrants, when they come to a new country and they have to now start from scratch, either they come with their wealth if they had it, but a lot of the times they don't, and a lot of the times they come to these countries to then support their family back home. So they're not getting support from like they don't have a rich family, because if so, why would they need to move? You know what I mean? So I feel like the reason why we do things for ourselves instead of accepting help is because we have no choice but to do that.
But how about the next generation? Like, I feel like we're at the generation now where like we do have parents who, maybe not all the parents, but some parents who were able to like build enough here, accumulate enough wealth here to where like if their kids did need some help maybe purchasing a new house.
I mean, we totally have, our generation, we totally have that privilege.
Exactly.
We 100% do. And I would take full advantage. If my parents were like, we'll help you with your down payment. Yes, please. Yes, please.
But like, okay, but we were talking about it. And like, even for me, I feel like I have a certain amount of pride in me to where I wouldn't want that help, even though it's there.
Not Amir. You have a privilege that not a lot of people have.
Exactly.
So use it.
No, but like, I don't know if it's only us. Maybe we have to hear from the people listening or watching. Yeah. But like, I don't know. There's a certain pride that I have.
You're not responsible for making the playing field fair.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't want to say all men or women might be included in this too. But we're all hustlers.
Yeah, like we want to.
But guys, it's your family's money.
Even still, given.
Interesting.
Like even if my people gave their house to me, they said, hey, you know what? Here's the house. We moving back home. I said, hey, yo, bro, sell your house. Take that money with you back home. I'm going to get it on my own. Yeah. I don't want a handout.
Like, I have a very similar feeling where, like, I just want to be able to build it myself. Eventually, I might come around and be like, that money sounds kind of good. But, like, right now.
Trust me, when y'all get married and you see how expensive weddings are.
Hey, Amir.
You're going to change your mind.
We thoroughbred hustlers, bro.
Exactly. No. I just want to do it.
Mark my words. When you get married and you see how expensive it is to just get married, you'll be like, all right, mom and dad, you remember that one time I said I could do it on my own? can we do it together and then I'll do it on my own after that? Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be you guys.
But I do feel like society.
I mean,
go ahead.
Parents are there to help you out.
So why are you rejecting their
parents
help?
are there. I mean, and what? Like, there's different situations though. It's situational. You know, like parents, like as far as marriage goes, they're gonna feel some type of way if you're not gonna let them accept the money. Like if you don't accept the money from them, they're gonna feel some type of way.
I wouldn't count
like, hey, they're gonna say, hey, yo, you're my son, you're my daughter.
Yeah.
I grew you up here until this point.
Yeah.
Hey, let me show you my appreciation. Let me help you out in this and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Their
enjoy
last
the
like
celebration.
step in parenting is like marrying you off, and they have to contribute financially, like you know what I mean. So,
but some other like some individuals would rather not let their parents get in the pocket. Say, hey, I got it.
I mean, if you got it like that,
and I'll take care of it. Yeah.
If you got it like that, then you got it.
But
like
I feel
that.
like even people who don't got it like that, they still just out of pride and maybe societal pressure feel like they still need to do it on themselves. Like, because society does say it to people, like whenever people come out and like have done something big, they come out with a new company or like they buy something big, there's always those people in the comments being like, yeah, but you got a handout from your parents, man. You got help from your parents. Like, remember what happened? Okay, I don't know if this is the best example. What happened with Kylie? Like, she said, you know, she built it on her own or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a problem if you say, oh, I did it by myself, but really you had help.
Yeah.
I don't see it as a handout because there is nothing wrong with getting financial support from a friend or family to start your business endeavor.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's only something wrong if you try to claim like, oh, I was grinding on my own. Like I didn't get no.
But I think a lot of people strive to be able to say that. And that's the reason they don't want to get help.
I think it's fine to get help. I really don't see the issue with that.
It's just an old school mentality that we have, like where you just want to be able to say like at the end of the day that everything you have and everything you've done, of course, when you're a kid, like you're helped by your parents, but when you had the opportunity to leave and you did it all by yourself, that like you never had any help behind it. Even though a lot of smart people say you're always going to need help.
Like, do you feel like it's a respect thing? Like you'll get more respect because you did it on your own?
Yeah. But like I mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, I feel like that's an exclusively a black, or not black, but like person of color POC issue.
Do you think it's some type of little bit of toxic masculinity?
Oh yeah, definitely a toxic masculinity in there. Yeah.
Because I feel like when we growing up as a kid, it's always like, oh, you know what, do it on your own.
Yeah.
Ever since you're a kid, man, like I was talking to Amir like earlier in the day, me and him were, and I said, hey bro, as men, we're always chasing something. We're always going for the next thing. We're always chasing, like, what's next? You know, you finish high school, college. You got college next. What's after college? Getting a job. What's after getting a job? Getting married or getting a house or getting situated.
Yeah.
After that, what's next? Is getting a kid. After getting a kid is what? Teaching them everything from the ground up. Man, we're always chasing something.
But like, I feel, that's from the women's side, but from the men's side, but like from the women's side, do you feel like there's a similar chasing that y'all do?
I don't chase, I attract.
Oh
no,
my God.
Kidding.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Get out of here.
So I got jokes a lot.
Just kidding. I think that we don't necessarily chase.
Yeah.
But we do have
goals
or just like, I think we spoke about this in a past episode where from when you're like of age, the moment you hit puberty, it's like engraved in your mind, like, okay, so you're going to do high school, then you're going to go to, university or college or whatever. Then you're going to get a job, but you're also not going to work too hard because you're going to get a husband and, he's going to take care of it.
So that's always on the back of your mind.
Oh, 100%. So like sometimes you're like, ooh, I should go for that.
And that's why men are so toxic to each other.
But
because that's on the back of y'all mind.
No. But I think now with the influence of modern day feminism and just like the way that the world is working now, I think that we like a lot of women are pursuing higher education and then getting better paying jobs. Like obviously there's still the pay gap between the genders. I don't know if that'll ever go away, but
Hopefully it does.
Inshallah, I don't know. We'll see. But because they're aiming higher and getting better paying jobs, like I feel like sometimes the mentality is like, okay, like a man would be nice, but I don't need him financially. Yeah. It then shifts to like, oh, maybe like a companion. Yeah. Because now we're making equal pay, for example. Yeah. So I don't need a financial support right now. I just need a companion. Yeah.
Which actually goes back to the OG. Remember when we were talking about like Prophet Muhammad and Khadija? Yeah. Like she was literally like, she was her own boss woman kind of thing. And like she didn't need a man in her life, but she got married to the Prophet when he was young. So it's like,
and I think that.
So if you think about it, it's not really an old school mentality.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not here to say like, oh, you shouldn't get married. Like, I'm all for it. I think in Islam, like, marriage is a really respectable, like, good thing to do if you can do it. You just have to. You just gotta like, don't make it too hard on yourself. And don't make it too hard on the person that you're, seeking. Like, exactly. I think nowadays our expectations are literally through the freaking sky. Like, for what? Like, who are you to have an expectation this high? Exactly. Humble yourself. Yep. And before you start saying like, oh, he doesn't got this, and this. Check yourself first, because you're always looking at what does the other person bring to the table, but what do you bring to the table?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because if you're so focused on making sure that you are the best version of yourself, then inshallah the right person will come when they're meant to come anyway. So like, no stress.
Yeah, we're all gonna get married at 40, guys.
Hey, do not wish that upon us. Okay.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a quick break here, and we'll be back in just a second. And we're back. But yeah, so Sarah had something she wanted to ask us. We were very reluctant in between the break to actually talk about it, but we'll let her go off.
I feel like it's an interesting enough topic.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Pop it off.
Oh my God, remember on Clubhouse, he'd always, when you're about to say it, you're like, all right, pop off.
Yeah, you remember that?
So that's why you named it P.O.P., huh?
That's a good one, bro. That's P.I.M.
No, but you said the
pursuit of
purpose, the channel, the room name.
No, but the room was called POP, right? Purpose. Pursuit of purpose. God.
Yeah, man, these tongue twisters.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that question went over my head.
You were gonna ask. Actually, forget her question then. Yeah,
Why?
Exactly.
No. Okay. Oh, I got it.
Okay, what was it?
I remember now. I was trying to like think of how to phrase it. We can only again. I feel like I give these disclaimers just so that we don't get canceled. But in our community, in the Harari community, in the Ethiopian community, East African, if you will, do you like? I don't know if you guys feel the same rhetoric as men. You can agree or disagree, but like, I feel like nowadays, guys just aren't approaching girls anymore. Like, we are the ones that are having to make the first move or like express interest or like go to a friend and be like, oh girl, can you like set me up? Or like, Amir, you know that guy that you're friends with, can you set me? Like, why is it that you guys are not you guys specifically, but guys in general, like, why y'all holding out? Do you feel like you see that issue in our community as well, or?
Well, like, I think I mentioned it earlier, but like, it really depends on the culture that you kind of grew up with or was around the most. Like, I was talking about like how the Atlanta guys, and not to call them out, I don't know.
I mean, you say Americans.
Americans, yeah. The Americans in general are a lot more forward. Exactly. Like they'll maybe watch for a little bit, but then they'll be like, okay, this is time. I'm gonna go and say something. But like, I've noticed Canadians in general, or North Americans, like Canadians, we just, I don't know,
reserved.
Yeah, we're more like just supposed to stand there and stare.
Man's over here twiddling thumbs.
Yeah, exactly.
Amir be that guy that watches you all night at the party, and then he goes home and sends you a DM like,
hey, I saw you.
Yeah,
you
but
familiar.
but like, I really want to change that. I don't want that to be the case anymore. At least culturally in general.
Do you feel like you were inspired? Did you see it in action or something? Like,
yeah.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So like, just seeing that, I'm like, why I think it's mostly because like you still feel like you're in such a like tight knit community and like everyone knows each other.
So you're not afraid of rejection. You're afraid of people talking about you.
Yeah, it's more of just it getting out And like, how about if you approach more than one person, like multiple people, kind of thing, right?
At the same time.
Yeah, you never know, man.
You be doing that?
No, I don't be doing that.
My only request is just do your research and don't hit up the same friend group. That is the biggest.
That's the thing. Like, guys don't know what the friend groups are.
Instagram is there for a reason. Request to follow. Okay. Yeah. Once she accepts, you go through and you look at all of her friends. Okay.
Yeah.
And what you're not going to do is message 2 of them at the same time because they will 100% talk about it. 100% they will. Yeah. And that goes for both of you.
Yeah.
Please don't embarrass me like that.
Noted.
Yeah. Don't do that. Because it has happened to me and my friends.
Yeah.
Like, yo, did this guy message you? And you're like, yeah. And sometimes it's the same message. I'm like, you couldn't be creative. Like,
yeah. You know? But I don't feel like you're very reluctant. Would you say you're reluctant to like just approach someone straight up?
Pretty much.
Really?
Oh, so you wouldn't do it?
If you see them in person, would you be reluctant to even approach them?
I'm gonna say it like this. It's all dependent on the situation. Situational.
Yeah.
It's vibes, right? If shorty's with her moms, I'm not approaching.
You just go to the mom, be like, "Hey, your daughter, she's very beautiful."
You
gotta be like, "I see where she gets it from."
Exactly. You gotta get.
I got
the
more
mom
game
in
than
on
both
this.
of y'all, honestly.
Time out. You're not finna discredit my. but for real though, like, the best place to find someone's at a wedding. Let's be real.
You guys were both at a wedding.
Yeah.
Did you see anything?
We aren't gonna talk about that.
I mean,
it's a simple yes or no. Like, anyone that caught your eye. Oh, really? You're just gonna avoid that question?
I mean, I was ghosting. I was chilling.
So you weren't even looking?
Nah.
Why not? That's literally like prime time.
I mean, I'm a little bit different.
Okay.
You know, I got something on my eye. I'm focused. You know, I got certain things I gotta get to.
Yeah.
And then
which goes back to the thing we were talking about earlier about like making sure that like I feel like the man doesn't also that might play into why men don't want to approach for the most part because they may not feel like they're ready financially or like they're ready like
probably that's true, man.
Yeah, mainly financially for it.
That's true.
Because you want to when you pull up to someone, you want to be like
you want to be secure.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to go to a father and be like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pulling in $80K right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be able to take care of your daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. But you can still pursue that while getting to know someone.
You could do that as well, but
you'll feel more secure if you had all that.
Yeah, you feel more comfortable.
Exactly.
But as
like
Aubrey,
you'll be able to catch more flights comfortably.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen.
You know
as Aubrey Graham once said.
The
good ones go if you wait too long. Just saying.
Oh my god,
like,
you and your quotes.
No, because.
But sorry, I'm gonna tell you like this, right?
Like, explain it to me, because I don't understand why. Like, a lot of guys have that mentality of like, let me focus on my money and then I'm gonna.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey, if it's anything about me, I'll break it down for you.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead.
The thing is, like, I'm about to pop it off. But so let's say if. Like if case scenario, if I don't have my money right, and if I step to you, right, it could be you, it could be anyone, it could be in general, like, if I step up to a shorty, say, hey, I'm trying to get to know you, I'm trying to get this, and that, but this is where I'm at in my life, where I'm not making this type of money just yet, but I still have the character qualities and characteristics and personalities that you're looking for. Are you still looking my way?
Yeah,
she's not gonna. Not all, okay, but more times than not, she's not looking your way.
And she kind of gave it away earlier too. You literally said
financial
earlier,
security.
Exactly. Y'all were looking for that. And if a guy doesn't feel like he's secure enough,
I never said I was looking for that. I'm saying that's the general rhetoric, but I understand.
I mean, if we calling a spade.
No, but that means like because I feel like you guys think that you're not gonna find someone who's down for you when you're still on the grind. Because once you got it like that and then you're looking, you might end up finding someone who's just with you because of your financial status. And is that really what you want? Because you both said, I'm looking for a best friend.
I mean, you're looking for a best friend, but you're also looking for someone who will be like ride or die.
Yeah. So wouldn't you rather find someone who's going to grind it out with you?
Well, like that.
That's more times than not, they're not going to.
Exactly. That's so few and far between.
More times than not, the girl's not.
Gotta find a rider.
More times than not, the girl's gonna be like, nah, I'm not with this until he gets his money up, or until he's in this situation.
I think maybe it depends on the age range. Like if you're finding someone who's late 20s, early 30s, yeah, they're gonna want someone financially secure. Or if they are, then they have a little bit of leeway. Like if they're okay with like saying, oh, you know what, it's okay. Like I'm financially stable. Yeah. If you gotta like do what you gotta do, that's fine. I got us. Yeah. That's someone who's down for you, right? Like while you're still figuring your stuff out. But if you were say 21 and you're like, sorry, I'm not making 80K, do you think the girl's gonna care? She'll be like, all right, it's okay, we'll grow together. Yeah. When you're 21, who's making 80K?
Ain't nobody making 80K.
So.
But there are people who are older, and I don't know. There are people who are older who are still trying to figure out stuff, and I'm just saying.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're on some kind of timeline of like, okay, I need to get married, I need to have kids, like, have your priorities straight. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, don't wait too long.
Exactly. But that's one of the reasons why a lot of people are not shooting shots.
Yeah.
So the financial aspect.
Yeah.
Financial aspect is a huge part of it.
Let's you want to talk numbers? Let's talk numbers, right? If I say, okay, I'm bringing in 45,000, maybe 50 at the max, right? And you're probably pulling in 45 to 50 at the max as well. Well, I don't even want to say about the girls, the men. Let's say the men's pulling in 45 to 50.
Yeah.
Is she like, is that gonna be enough to?
Is she willing to look past that?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that gonna be enough for us to survive, to live? Are you gonna be able to live within the means of my budget?
But that's a question for the potential. Like you, first
that's
of all,
true. But if another come her way, pushing 80, pushing 100, she gonna be like, okay, I'm more inclined.
Well, you know what though, like. I don't know what your guys' age range is for potential partners, but if you're looking for someone like within your age range, 9 times out of 10, she probably has a job too. Yeah. You know what I mean? So maybe she's not looking at you to be the sole provider.
But it also goes all the way.
But then again, men, as men, we love to be breadwinners.
It's pride. It's pride in toxic masculinity. I'm telling you right now.
Do you feel like you both? Yeah. Do both of you guys feel like you have a little bit of that toxic masculinity?
Definitely.
And you ain't gonna address it and potentially.
We can address it, but like it's something hard that you could to get rid of. It's like you grew up with that mentality, so it's almost like not teaching a dog an old trick, but like trying to get rid of an old trick or an old mentality that you kind of like that was ingrained in you as a child.
I mean, like, I get that, but I think it's also, if you check yourself and you recognize that toxic masculinity within yourself, don't you think, especially if you find someone who's, like, emotionally and mentally mature and stable and intelligent.
Maturity is a big thing.
Right? Yeah. Like, don't you think you can veer away a little bit from that toxic masculinity scale? Like, you can kind of come towards the moderation side a little bit?
Yeah, I wish it was that easy.
No, it's obviously not going to happen overnight, but like if you find someone who's like, oh, Amir, oh, Munib, like, don't worry, we can do maybe not 50-50, but like you got the mortgage, I got the bills, I got the groceries, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you like this. If you know someone who like that, you got my number and tell him my line. So, hey, yo, what? Because like, you don't find them types of lies.
Let me ask you something like this. I bet you I know what your answer is gonna be like this. Let's say by the age of like 22, you were making like 200 a year. You were set for life. You knew you never had to worry about money ever again. Yeah. Do you feel like you would have been married earlier?
That's a good question.
No.
Whoa. No. Why?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say yeah. I would definitely feel like I would be married earlier. Why?
Nah,
why are you saying no?
Because you're young.
Okay, so for you, like, feel like you want to still live life and all that kind of stuff.
You want to live life. You want to experience life.
But don't you want to, like, experience life with your partner?
Yeah, what can't you do?
You could still experience it with your partner.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, what age does the brain develop at?
25?
Fully?
Oh, was I right?
Fully.
Yeah, I think it's 25.
It's really, no, you're right. It's 25.
Yeah.
But if you're 21, 22, you're young. You're fresh out of college. Or you're probably still in college. Who knows?
Yeah.
But if you're making 200,000, you're probably out of college by that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I still want to, live my 20s, man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
How long would you wait then?
I feel like 27 to 30
Yeah.
is like the best age to get married.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
then we're
probably for
opposites
the
on that.
ladies.
Yeah.
Probably for the ladies, like, 24 to 27?
Yeah.
Dang.
Is that right?
I don't know. I'm 29 and not married, so.
No, but I'm talking about in general.
I know,
though,
I
like,
got you. Yeah.
like say you didn't want to be this old, like, you want to be married younger.
Mm-hmm.
You growing up, you were like, okay, babe,
yeah,
I'm
when
be
I was
married by-
younger, I
I'm
thought I
be
would be married
by
with kids
25.
at 25. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
But then when I hit 25, I was like, ooh.
reality check.
I don't know if I'm ready to be somebody's like wife
But you know,
right now.
you know what's funny though? Like when I was around 23, 24, like I had a job, and back then, like the prices of stuff wasn't as high as it was. So I actually felt like
You were
financially ready at that point.
Yeah.
And like at that age, I was like trying to like look for a wife. I was doing all that stuff, and then it stopped when like the prices of everything started going up. Because I had opportunities when I was younger.
Bro.
Yeah, honestly, inflation is really the reason we're all struggling out here, and we're not approaching people.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
because now that I'm thinking about it, I was a lot more bold when I was younger. But like,
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
also weren't as emotionally intelligent as you are now.
I guess so.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's
You know?
true. So I said that those are things that come with maturity, growing
Yeah.
up.
And I think
You don't have emotional security when you're 22 years
Yeah.
old.
Unfortunately, maturity can get
But
in
you
your
know
way.
what? Yeah, but I also think that we are pretty, like, as human beings, we're pretty good at adapting. Like,
Yeah.
if you happen to get married at
Yeah.
22,
Yeah.
if you were pushing 200K,
Mhm.
Right.
I feel like you're obviously involved in some kind of like
Yeah.
sophisticated business where you have to be mature.
Yeah.
You have to have an adult like mindset.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And being married is a whole new set of responsibilities that forces you to be,
Mm-hmm.
you could be immature.
Yeah.
It's probably going to lead you to a divorce.
Yeah.
Or you can adapt and then proceed and hopefully grow with your partner. And,
Yeah.
But if you're single, obviously, when like now looking back
Mhm.
at 25, when I think back to when I was single, I was like, I wasn't ready then,
Yeah.
But now I'm like, wow, like so much has happened between then and now in the last 4 years that I feel like I'm like more me than I ever have felt in the past. Like I've grown into myself, I've matured, like
That's
I know
beautiful.
exactly what I want. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I feel like that's the case for all of us,
That's
really.
beautiful. That's
You know?
beautiful. For real.
So
But I do feel I do not envy. Yeah, sort of envy like that almost innocence of like getting married at like a younger age
you should.
and just figuring it out after that.
I mean, you're still doing that at 30.
Yeah, but then you
35.
also see like how it doesn't work out sometimes, and then that's like really
Yeah.
another thing that kind of like plays into why you might
But, hey,
be
I'm
more
a-
hesitant.
I'm gonna tell you like this
Yeah.
though. When you're in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and you're doing it for the right reasons, you want to keep it halal.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're young,
Yeah.
God's gonna put that barakah in it
Yeah.
in the relationship too.
Yeah.
So hey man, like there's some people who are young and and they're still married.
Yeah.
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 It still works out.
Yeah.
It's barakah, man.
Don't go
Inshallah,
into
we
it.
all find that.
Inshallah.
Mhm.
But like I think that with the extremely high divorce rate as well, like that
Yeah.
do you feel like that plays into a factor? Like does that scare you guys? Like do you kind of
Absolutely, man. I don't want to. I pray.
Mhm.
I pray that I only get married once.
Mhm.
yeah.
I do not want to get married twice. I don't want to have to go through that whole
Mhm.
other struggle of getting to know someone again,
Yeah.
getting the best friend stage down.
Yeah.
And
Have you guys seen the
Going through all
TikTok
that.
trend?
What?
It's this new trend now where like the person will they put up an emoji. It's just like a short video.
Yeah.
And it'll say like the first person will be like, "Oh, I can't wait to build a life with you," and then it cuts to the next scene, and it's like, "So what's your favorite color?" And it's like the contrast between the two.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you guys have like ever experienced that where you've been in a serious relationship, you're like planning to build a life with this person, it doesn't end up working out. You're like,
Yeah.
back to the talking stage.
Yeah.
All right, what shows do you want?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
I
And
hate that.
that's what I'm saying. So like, I wouldn't want to go through it twice, or I wouldn't want to. If I marry someone, like I'm
Mhm.
trying to marry for life,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. That's what we all have.
And there's one thing that I feel like everybody should, think about,
Mm-hmm.
like keep an open mind about, is premarital counseling.
Absolutely. That's such a good. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, I feel like me and you could sit down and talk about things all day, but it's different when you sitting in front of a.
Yeah, because it'll make you ask the uncomfortable questions, and go through the uncomfortable topics.
Yeah, and those are the topics that need to be had.
Exactly.
But some people don't know how to have those hard conversations.
Yeah.
People shy from confrontation.
Yeah.
Or not even confrontation.
Maybe it's like
just
fear
a conversation.
Of vulnerability.
Yeah.
It's a conversation.
Fear of vulnerability. Maybe?
Yeah. Fear of vulnerability is probably a big part of that.
Listen, if me and you trying to get married, you have to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're giving that person your heart.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Well said.
Yeah, that's well said. I'm gonna leave it on that then. That's the last note here, man.
Say it.
Yeah, man.
Drop the mic.
Okay, guys. Thank you again for checking in to another episode of the Cousin Connection podcast. These are your hosts, Amir Haroon and Sara Ali. And I'm just throwing out government names right now. And then we got a special guest this week, Munib, aka P.I.M. Reacts on YouTube.
Check me out.
Yeah, check him out. I'll put him out on there. And make sure to follow us on like YouTube. Hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment if you guys want to get in on this conversation we had in this podcast. And
drop it down below.
Yeah. And do you have anything else to say, Sarah?
No, I don't.
I guess we're good to go.
Bye.